Yes, a beautiful evening to our wonderful viewers that watch us right now. Don't carry that same program come on our way. As it is that political program where they sunshine now with activities, political activities that happen for Bodo Nigeria. And then today we're not go different because we carry 5 interesting stories, 5 solid stories coming our way. And then interesting stories, of course, where we say they're very trendy issues. Where we say burning issues they actually play out for Bodo Nigeria. And for viewers that watch us for Go TV channel 98, they watch us for Star Times channel 195, My TV channel 17. If they watch us for free to channel 57, or if you're one of those people where they do DSTV channel 259, that program don't come on our way. And then very soon we're going back into these issues, discuss them, deliberate them, also give them that opportunity to also call in and contribute in our own quarter. And we'll also get another special, at least a special guest who will also join us so at least this matter instead will also feel share your own experience as a legal practitioner where he be, so at least now we also feel understand the experience. Make we collectively, as they already talk, collectively they move this country forward because they always talk, say, Nigeria, no be anybody personal property, now collective will. And for that reason, do this thing. Well, my brother could just keep mute. I expect to make it up. But since you don't want to do this thing, make we go for this break. When we come back, as the hot continues, will they come? Yes, and welcome back. The program remains as it is hot. And once again, for viewers who watch us for Go TV channel 98, Star Times channel 195, they watch us for My TV channel 17, free to watch channel 57, or DSTV channel 259. At least we don't come and then make that just key in. By the time
you know, sir, I watch you since your mouth just they run. You see, there's a limit to what I can take.
There is a limit.
You understand?
I don't blame you.
You just they talk since and they look you say you don't go allow me talk. I just they maintain my cool. I just maintain my cool.
Maybe not because of the outfit where you wear, where we say it's different from every other random color. You wear one kind of wine color. I'm not going to even know that maybe that now they make your head big. If they talk to me. Now Barton say, okay, me I welcome back, me I give it to you.
Look yourself for.
No, I don't need to look at myself. I know what I look like.
The only thing what would they see now na your head because you and the set now the same thing.
Yeah, I won't take that.
We have a visitor. You are embarrassing me.
I won't take that from you.
Now welcome, our Ogbonge visitor. I beg collect this handshake out of respect.
Introduce them.
This one I do
introduce our guest.
Don't know say
before we do this thing. You are welcome. Even though we never introduce it, who will do the introduction? Introduce.
They command me again for on top of the introduction.
Wazobia TV, thank you very much.
Anyway, if you don't want to make a kuma do and well, the Ogbonge guest will get for the studio now legal practitioner. And when I mean legal practitioner, a strong person will say when it comes to at least citing constitution, quote constitution from the page, from number 1 page to the last. At least I believe say you know I'm orphan. If they give you say you don't have any problem, I'm here to defend you constitutionally. You are protected based on the law and all that. And he named now Kingsley Ugochukwu Ugwu. Oga Kingsley, you're welcome to us in the hot.
Thank you very much.
Now, as we do them every day when we come here, we go carry stories where they come on smoke inside Nigerian political boxing ring and we go drop them. And our first story when we carry come get to do with our prayer when we say we don't pray and God don't answer them. The Dapchi girls, they don't return back. We're very, very excited about the fact say they don't come back. Some people they talk of back channel negotiation, no payment of ransom. But we just look the matter say no. We go just happy first. First say our sisters them. They don't okay, my sisters,
Our sisters, they are Nigerians, our sisters.
I know say they be Nigerians. I say my sisters, your daughters now.
I go talk to our sisters, please.
Okay, I just do them based on elder.
Our sisters, our future mothers, our daughters, continue.
Our sisters or my sisters, when we say don't come back, we're excited. And just like the House of Senate don't give order to our security people, say, make them do everything what they do to bring the remaining girls them back and also the Chibok girls. And we pray, say, may God protect them and make all of them come back home to their parents. We're not going to talk this matter too much. The angle will carry and come from, and we'll go like my barrister follow Chuk Mount inside, get to do with the fact, say, how we go take ensure, say, this lightning will strike, it no go strike again. The reason why I ask this question is because say it don't strike before for inside Chibok. It strike for inside Dapchi. How we go take ensure say this lightning no go strike again?
Yes, you see that is where the government comes in because the president of the country has the statutory responsibility of providing security for its citizens. When such a thing happens,
Oga Kingsley, no verse I go break, you know. For our viewers, for the benefit of our viewers, if you bring this to your English down to pidgin,
Very well.
Thank
My
you.
brother, I'll do my best.
Thank you.
You see, the issue of security is paramount. And any chief executive of any organization like a country like Nigeria, it is the responsibility of the president. When you come down to the state, the governor has to provide for security of lives and property. Now this issue has happened in Chibok and are yet to be rescued. It now happened in Dapchi on the 19th of February 2018. It is not a good development. It shows that there is a serious lacuna on the side of the security. And the story had it that even when that issue was about to happen, there were lapses in security. The roadblocks they had, the checkpoints, the military personnel were not seen, after which the kidnap saga took place before they returned to base. So it raises some issues in the minds of Nigerians. Why should a prone area like Yobe State be having that kind of failure of security at any particular point in time? That was what aided that kind of kidnap. And the government has to sit up. It is a responsibility to provide lives and property. They have to beef up security. If it entails moving all the military and paramilitary to the northeastern part of Nigeria to ensure security of Nigerian citizens, that is their responsibility. So the government has to do more because it's a slight on their performance for this to happen. Even though we're happy they have returned, and it is a sign that there is a big loophole. It can reoccur. So they have to put machinery in place to ensure that such a thing does not occur any longer. Because if it does, it's a discredit to the government.
Oga Kingsley, okay, we are at least the way it takes start the talk now. It's not to be say at least everyone go say yes, at least that's not the way they're supposed to. But we also can look and we could relate these two issues. In as much as then people go talk say, yeah, we know why are we comparing? If we see the swift reaction way Oga Presdo and this present government take when ensuring say at least they bring back this particular these girls back and comparing it to the previous one. With this particular development, at least wait with that further measure or that further step. Because if we look at compared to the previous one, you go see that gap there. But with the kind switch reaction we don't see, which other further step, you don't mention say make we be for security, which other further step you go also fit tell this government, so at least you go also fit protect our interests and protect this thing ahead, even if nobody let this government go come in, if this government, at least by the time they pass over to another government. So I will not say we get existing policy where we say it go just it go last past this period, and as what we say it go continue when it comes to security, it will continue till at least 10 times will they go like that.
You see, in all sincerity, government is a going concern. It is not a government of PDP, APC.
Thank you.
So if you're in government, whatever party that has come to play, when they finish their own and you come in, you continue from where they stopped.
Thank you.
The issue of security, we don't have to limit it to Dapchi girls, to Chibok girls. It is a going concern. In as much as we commend the effort of the present government in rescue, in the rescue of 105 Chibok girls out of 110 that were kidnapped under 31 days, it's a welcome development that there's a swift reaction. But without placing a dichotomy between PDP, APC, the government of the day should involve the same machinery to go after the Chibok girls. It is their own, they are our citizens. It is the same Nigeria we are talking about. Because APC government were quick to commend the effort of this present government, that they have done better than PDP. No, let us decipher our mind from that kind of dichotomy. It is still the responsibility of the government in power to rescue the remaining Dapchi girls and Chibok girls. Yeah. And if you look at it, the minister of the defense minister made a statement, a decisive statement, that in the next 1 or 2 weeks, the Dapchi girls will be released. So there is an element of certainty, and that shows high-powered machinery of government working in collaboration with whoever that has them in their captive to ensure their release. And that kind of discussion should equally cut across the Dapchi girls to the remaining Chibok girls and the remaining Dapchi girls, because stories making the rounds is that 5 of them were died in the hands of the kingdom, but the government has not come out precisely to report that. So the security network still has more to do. If they are dead, where's the dead body? If they are dead, under what circumstance? What are the measures we're putting in place? Even the rescued ones, the psychological imbalance, how are you going to address it? All these things comes to play, and it's purely the responsibility of the government.
Permit me to call you barrister. I know say we humility no they allow una. Maybe people they call una anyhow. But on top of this show, I know what I give you. Me and Unkubi. Anytime when lawyer come, they use this eye. They always look there because many of these are lawyers for Nigeria. They're sabi buko, but somehow they change somehow.
Like
but this talk where you don't talk now, they're very very clear. Say as Nigerians now governance. Now you suppose they front, no be your umbrella, no be broom, no be your cooker. In the case of Abga, now people when we say we don't give that position to hold for us and make them do their work well. Maybe we can move on to discuss this other important issue. It get to do with law. I emphasize that because you be lawyer, because I know say now they always they talk this thing. It get somebody when we say he put hand inside the pocket of this our country, carry money when belong to those when don't sweat, work for this country, then go. And the person carry the money too, he go. And that time, people complain, say the court when they carry and go, look, the matter finish, talk, say, this man, based on all the thing when they don't carry come, and now 2 years or option of 750,000 naira, now you go pay. So people even talk, say the man just count the money, pay that money, and he go scot-free. But the EFCC, they be appeal that judgment, and to the glory of God, we don't see results, say, that man when carry that 32 billion that time, now he go refund 22.9 billion, and he go jail for 6 years. I won't ask, why he be say somehow our judiciary or court matter, they always they enter go slow and case go drag for several years, and at the end it go be like say big man punishment they different, small man punishment they different. Exactly. Which day we dey here when they talk say a person when go give house to different people, they give a jail of 1,000 something and something years.
Thank you very much.
Meanwhile, person when take big money, they go give her 2 years and
well,
750,000.
If you even know say jail at all, yes.
Now lawyer go answer.
Yes.
Now you go answer. Because yes. Now your people they go they defend them. Don't be say we they talk say you, but your people.
Basically, by the constitutional provision of Section 36, any person accused has the right to legal representation. However, the lawyers, especially criminal defense lawyers, they add a clock to the progress of justice in criminal cases.
I talk and they always, I don't tell you. Saying they always they talk through. You see, saying talk and he don't come deny.
Yes.
Thank you.
And then the judiciary has a lot to do because justice is not only for the accused; it is for the society and the person who is equally affected. It is a three-way thing. Now, when the judiciary is not doing up to expected, it falls back to such issues as we experience. Now, it needs what we call judicial activism to look straight into the issue and give a pronouncement that is commensurate with the offense. Because all our offenses are written in the law book. Every offense has its own equivalent punishment. Now, if the prosecution has done a good job to prove their case beyond reasonable doubt, then the judiciary should be bold enough to interpret the law and give commensurate punishment. However, the judicial system itself constitutes a clog towards such quick dispensation of criminal justice. Why? Because the onus of proof is always on the prosecution to prove beyond reasonable doubt. What am I trying to say? The prosecution does more to prove his case because you must convince the judge beyond any iota of doubt that this person committed this crime. Once there is a scenario where it is suspected that he or another person may have committed it, the whole prosecution will collapse like a pack of cards. So now, when the prosecution has worked tooth and nail to prove their case, it now takes judicial activism on the part of a bold judge to give a pronouncement commensurate to the offense without fear or favor. The law itself does not look at personality. But I tell you, in the real sense of it, they do in some cases. And that is
thank God you admit this one because we don't see people who say they will carry over 20 lawyers. Come case.
Senior advocate.
Come case. Cause say, okay, these are my defense and this thing process. Make us say now take pass them.
And the senior advocate go come talk say, I'm seeking for perpetual injunction.
That's all those thoughts they be saying in the
case
end.
when involve big man, we dey always dey hear interlocutory injunction.
See, Oga Kingsley, may I ask you?
Yes.
In as much as we don't know, say yes, the law remains the law, and at least prosecution and process of all these things supposed they reach enough to say, okay, the judge go feel pass judgment the way it's supposed to be. But look, also bring am from this angle. We don't see cases where we say at least some kind of issues go dey visible, say this thing, say as it go be. And we go see some kind kurukere dance where they go they revolve around that we say in the end it is either make one excuse coming tomorrow or one another one coming tomorrow. We say we not going to even feel hold on to a particular this is okay. In as much as we not see the evidence is very visible, we not going to feel say okay. Well, which way forward? How we go also feel say okay in trying to ensure say we get a very sincere judiciary system. All these problems, at least China enacting a law will go also they checkmate the judiciary, you understand? Or ensuring the law will say if this person violates any judgment rule, we say if they are against what it's supposed to be, make them punish them. Which one you go to say go be appropriate for us to say make government look into?
Well, you see, the process of administration of justice as we practice in Nigeria has also made it easy because there are provisions of courts of different hierarchy. You have the High Court, you have the Court of Appeal, and you have the Supreme Court. Now, let us not remove human elements from our judges. Some judges are biased. Some are straightforward. They do their job without fear or favor. So if, unfortunately, cases goes to a judge who is likely to be biased, and he exhibits that high level of bias to the glaring of the public that this ought not to be, that is where you have the appeal court to correct such anomaly. Just like the case my brother mentioned. Now a judgment was passed by human judgment. It is not commensurate as a punishment for that high level of crime. And now it has gone on appeal and it has seen a
pure process.
Sure. You understand? Because let me tell you, at the High Court level, is one adjudicator, a simple person, one person is the judge. When you make your pronouncement, any party that is dissatisfied can appeal on it. And when you go on appeal, you see a three-man panel. And judgment or decision of the majority becomes the decision of the court. The judiciary is set up in that way. So even if you're the the president of a court of appeal, and you sit over a matter, once your judgment or decision is different from the other of the two members, the majority decision becomes the judgment of the court. In other words, you still get judgment at the day, but it will take a slower process. Away from that, we have the Supreme Court, where cases are appealed to. And that is in common parlance, they say you can only appeal to heaven when you have finished at the Supreme Court. And when you look at Supreme Court justices, the way they are constituted, there are always 5-man justices or 7-man justices, depending on the nature of the case as provided by the Constitution. So there is no way it will get to that level without seeing the light of the day, without the truth prevailing, because they cannot all be biased at the same time. But the problem is that the process of going from High Court, Appeal Court to Supreme Court may take a number of years. But if you check most of the Supreme Court decisions, they are clear case of justice in the issue at hand. So where we should be looking into, especially with the help of NJC, National Judicial Commission, is on those judges we feel they are biased.
Thank you.
You can write a petition against a biased judge.
Thank you.
I can do that. You can do that. And National Judicial Commission will treat it. Some judges have been sanctioned in the past. Some have been deroged. And these are measures to checkmate their excesses and it serves as a deterrent to others. So that they do not err. Because once you tamper with the judiciary, you have tampered with the last hope of the common man. So if any institution should be biased, it is not supposed to be the judiciary, because that is the bedrock of democracy of any society.
Make we end the
I have found my minister
of justice. It's as simple as
You
that.
understand? I'm already constituting
You don't
my
even give
cabinet.
even without no say portfolio, you don't even give an the portfolio.
Because
say,
the Bible
take
says you
over.
shall say the truth.
And the truth
speak
shall set you free.
But who could be you? He be like, say,
I speak the truth.
what I will give you now.
Don't give me, hey, I don't want any portfolio from you. Don't just send any portfolio, no this thing to me.
Minister of Agriculture.
What?
As he be saying, now only food. Now the thing when I use to catch
I dey try where
am.
they try where I'm. Okay, it is also serving the nation.
It's also serving the nation.
I'll go accept that.
If you become Minister for Agriculture for this country, could be all of us go relocate. Because if you like say now only akpu, then you go make available for this country.
Why you go there at associate
You
me?
when they see you 2 o'clock, you go carry plate, go buy soup. 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock for night.
No, but they say we cannot chop again.
To chop swallow.
If I chop something
for
when they light in the morning, at least I need to at least back them up with something very solid in the afternoon.
Make we carry on with our conversation. And make I ask one thing. It still get to do with judiciary. We dey lucky say we get lawyer when come inside our studio today. When we say God bless her and truth in always dey talk.
Exactly.
Because we don't jam some ones when we say
we know how they are.
If you
turn them here, they will defend themselves.
They go defend themselves. But we can ask now. You get one story when we hear 2 days ago. Say you get one person when they witness for the case when concern former governor of Abia State, Ojus Okalu. And they say, if you like say the man now,
he don't
tire to witness waiting in the witness. And he don't talk, say, I don't want to witness again. The last time we hear, they say, look at go Cameroon. Other people say, they don't know that in their life. Make I ask, at the end of those our first set of governors, when we return to democratic rule in 2007,
thank you.
EFCC said they get one file, and out of that file, 31 of the 36
past governors there,
their name dey inside.
Yes.
We don't see some cases when we say
pending, 10 years, 7 years, 5 years. Some of them, if like say they don't even forget the case. Some once you cross, go this place, the case don't become a forget you.
I want to ask. If they possible say make we review our laws, make it be say we go set date for ourselves. Say this particular case.
Make it no pass this particular day.
It must not pass 3 years. Shey say we no get judges, I be judges scarce. I won't understand.
Not really, but you see, cases like this, the judiciary is doing its possible best to handle cases within record time. But when you look at electoral cases, for instance, there is always time set down to conclude such cases. You understand? Because the issues of electoral irregularity or malpractice is issues of facts, issues of evidence, issues where you can quickly get your evidence of what happened and you present it and then it ends at a particular time. More so because there is tenure for any person that has won the election to serve. So it would be wrong if the wrong person is taking another person's mandate and is dragging the matter in court. So such cases, the judiciary usually set machinery in motion to hear cases as speedily as possible and gives a time limit within which to conclude. And it's a welcome development. When you compare it with other criminal matters we have, I told you, our judicial system has not changed. And when you talk of criminal matter, it has a different undertone from civil matter. Because in criminal matter, the onus is on the prosecution. And the onus does not shift. So once the prosecution fails, the case fails. It is not a situation whereby the defense or the defendant or the accused person has to come and establish his innocence.
But Oga Kingsley, may I quickly chip in before you go? Okay. And what if in a situation where the prosecution or rather the person who they bring away, we say, now he cause the big way, we say, now they try. Can also do it, can also bring in own this thing, defense like that, we say, you know, go even feel compete with. How then, what wouldn't be that way go feel break that process? Break it so that at least we go feel get a fair trial. A fair trial we say, you know, go take your own money, influence them, and not go take my own popularity, influence them. So that in the end, you go feel come on the table of the judge. The judge go say, okay, this is the fair judgment. Make her give my judgment on top of.
You see, the problem we have in criminal matters is because of the technicalities involved. It is issue of evidence. He who asserts must prove. That is a basic principle of law. So it is the prosecution that is asserting. And it is not like a civil matter where it is issue of preponderance of evidence. In criminal matter, the onus is on the, I don't know how to attach weight to the enormous job given to the prosecution. Because if they do not prove their case beyond reasonable doubt, now the issue of defense you're mentioning is still within the ambits of the Constitution. Like I said earlier, if you look at Section 36, that has to do with fundamental rights of every individual, everybody has rights to legal defense, and they're exercising their legal rights by engaging defense team of their choice. You understand? And again, most times when accused persons has very bad cases, we the lawyers even constitute clause to the progress of the prosecution, because we use technicalities to get adjournments, to talk of things that will make us not to go on. We can pick one exhibit that is so straightforward. We cite the evidence act. The judge has to either give bench ruling or to adjourn for ruling for him to consult his own materials. And all those technicalities come into play. And there is no way you can abridge them. Because in criminal matter, it is much more technical than civil matter. And if you do not do your cross-examination very well, for instance, you see your client going to jail. Every defense lawyer, his effort is to defend his client, not to look at the merit or demerit of the case. Issue of morality does not come to play. It is issue of law.
Issue of morality does not come to play.
The issue of morality does not come to play in any criminal matter. It is issue of law. And what a defense lawyer is watching is the loopholes of the prosecution, so that you cash in it to spoil his evidence and win marks for your client, because that is what you're paid to do, and that is the job of a defense lawyer. So the prosecution has to do more in order to counter all those clogs and challenges coming from the defense lawyer. But however, you cannot put a time limit in a criminal matter. In as much as you can do it to checkmate the length of time, you must give room for such technicalities that, for instance, if somebody raises an objection and the judge cannot quickly give a bench ruling, he's bound to adjourn. He's bound to adjourn.
Barrister Kingsley, make I put that barrister, because at least your talk don't prove say yes, and your money where you take go school, you no waste at all. And make we do it, make we quickly go for this break. When we come back, we will still delve more into this matter, because barristers still there here. Will they come?
Thank you.
Welcome back to Acid Heart. Our ogbonge visitor, man, when we say he don't read law book, reach the extent where we say if anything happen in quota, everybody go just do.
You no go need to question her.
You no go question. You no go even argue, because in Sabia, and me and Nkubi, our belly sweet us, because if you hear the way we saying they talk, we don't meet. Not be we since 2014, August 10. We don't carry lawyer, then plenty sit down, and we don't hear talk. Go for go back.
They go look your eye, look my eye. They tell us this thing has so it be.
They go
Meanwhile,
tell you,
we not say na the other way.
Thank you. We are you go collect this. Now you be the first person where we say 2 times you collect
double handshake
for the middle of show. You don't break record. Now we go enter another very important story when we say plenty people they look at. They look say this story. They need to chook eye on top of that particular story. And now when we say this week, people look and say he be like say the thing makes sense. Where. Now the EFCC and the Office of the National Security Advisor, he gets Brigadier General retired Ogaboro, when we say now he sit down for on top of the Presidential Amnesty Committee and Special Advisor to Oga President on Nigeria matter. They say they're searching house. They can see $9 million cash. Make we look this matter, because plenty people think say as President Muhammadu Buhari enter, everybody when carry come, there be angels and saints. But it don't really show now. Say people when go spoil this country. They're not there this party, they're not there that party. Now Nigeria they come from, and they'll continue to despoil. But I want to ask you, how we as Nigerians now go fit grow beyond ethnic sentiments, religion and differences, political affiliation, and begin to think as people, so that person when we say no love us, when put hand inside pocket when belong to all of us, thief our money, we're not going to look and say, now my brother, when you all do it, what will happen? Because we've been here say some militants, when we don't know their name, come and talk, say, that time, say, President Muhammadu Buhari reinstate them, or else they go resume hostilities. Say they go start with a bomb pipeline. How we as Nigerians now go hear one case and we go talk, say, hey, this man na Igbo man, oh, and because me I be Igbo,
make I support am.
Exactly. Or we go so close. As some people they do.
Carry placard.
Carry placard say.
They present say, free our brother.
You get one word that always they use. They say witch hunt. They say witch hunt. How we as Nigerians now, the Igbo man, Yoruba man, Hausa man, Calabar man, everywhere we go, they look beyond ethnic sentiment, religion difference, and political affiliation.
Okay, now let us look at formation of human beings in a society. There are always class differences. And when you talk of class, in political language, you have the bourgeoisie class, you have the proletariats. And if you come to the common knowledge of man, we have the upper class, the middle class, and the lower class. Take it from that standpoint. These views are more common amongst the middle class and mostly manifested in the lower class. Now, I want to ask you, how many persons are the upper class? Has that class division or that religious sentiment in quotes?
Thank you.
None. Because I must be bold to tell you that for the past governments we have had, it takes people of different ethnic background and religion to form the government of the day, whether right or wrong, whether corrupt or saints. It does not have to do with a particular religious inclination. At that level, I read one article published by Sanusi. It clearly defines it. It is a nomenclature sold to the conscience of the lower class to bring disintegration amongst themselves. Because it takes two to entangle. When you talk of national cake, and when you look at our quota system, you find out that it is not people of a particular religious or
everyone
ethnic
is
group
represented.
That everyone is represented. But at that upper class, they don't have that division.
Thank you.
They agree.
Their children marry themselves.
You understand? So at that level, to me, I see it as a class ideology. And the moment the lower class begin to reason above their class level, we understand ourselves more. That is not issue of political party, religious affiliation, or ethnicity. We should be seeing Nigeria as an entity where all of us belong and have equal rights.
Oga Kingsley, no vex are breaking. You said something about class ideology, which means when it comes to such issues, the lower class in this case, now they carry the matter for head. Now then they come and say, hey, free our brother.
That is exactly what
I am saying. We could also look at from this angle. We don't say the lower class, I mean the higher class, we don't perhaps gather this money somehow. No, God knows how they take out. They also say that because of somehow the height of poverty, people never chop. And if you consider, say, go talk, say, are they free? Say, I never commit anything. May come where I'm against the food we never chop. She notice now also that kind of thing, they cause this kind of mentality because person will never chop. You know, they hear another thing, no? You go first defend the belly first before you go this, and waiting go take defend the belly, now you go they hunt.
Sure.
So how we also feel come out from that mentality? So I will know say this matter is not just about thinking about it, it's about ensuring say at least we get it right and we'll get it right appropriately.
You see, hunger is a disease, is a problem. Let me use a Wazobia language. The language of pidgin to drive home what I want to say. The language where hungry man they hear, now come chop. If you never say come chop, blow grammar. From
they hear.
In this country, they introduced the concept of stomach infrastructure. So these are the weaknesses of the lower class. And when somebody needs something, and you know you can afford it, for him to do a particular thing, they can sell their conscience in order to get the food of the day. If you want to mobilize people that will campaign against even a good government,
will they see where they happen now?
It is very, very easy and possible. You just go out there. There are street urchins who are not sure of their next day meal. You can give them what you have to get what you want against their conscience. Because at their level, at their peripheral level, they have lost the correct sense of reasoning and ideology. Their basic concern is their stomach. And once you provide what to fill their stomach, they do what you want to do. So it is the upper class that uses them to achieve their selfish desire. And by the time we begin to educate the lower class, bring in programs to their doorsteps, teach them about their rights, duties, and responsibility of the government, whether they're getting it right or wrong, the better for us. And where we can get it more is in the education system. The government should focus on education, because lack of knowledge is equally a problem. And when you get this basic knowledge, it is from the education sector. So the government, in their budget and programs, should be, geared towards educating the poor masses. There are places that a lot of people desire to go to school, but they cannot afford it. Yes. So at least at some level, it should be made to be free. Education should be free, especially at the lower level, so that people can learn, interact, and know their right from their left. So that is what the government needs to do, to curb such excesses.
Nkubi, if no be waiting jam do me.
If you read law, no be today.
No, from when I small, aside from say I won't become person where they control traffic. That time when I small, because of the respect where they get. Now law now. Say talk, say as you are.
It's still not late, my brother.
No, not be this age.
No, it's still, it is still not late.
Early.
Well, Obasanjo na 80 years in be when he take
He get the PhD.
But make I get the kind money when me saying don't get first. At that time, PhD go, they hungry me because as I did like this now, certificate plenty, could be, now.
Yeah.
Waiting will never see. Certificate plenty, ticket plenty. Now, we'll move forward now. We'll talk this last one before we throw our phone lines open. Because I sure say plenty people going to talk, say, they want Chukuma for this particular discussion, maybe they talk their mind. It got to do with Oga Ike Ekweremadu. Because the federal government of Nigeria don't come out to talk, say, he get property when we say declare.
Close,
and
yes.
for different parts of the world. I won't ask, why e be say Nigerian politicians, the competition when they not be to win World Cup for Nigeria or win Olympic medal. Now competition to thief money.
Who go
chop money pass?
Chop hard.
I won't ask because we don't see him say whether na this party then they chop, whether na that party then they chop. The only person wey no dey chop na the poor man wey be Nigerian. How we go take fit hold these people responsible and accountable? Because e be like say when the 13.5 million running cost alert enter for APC senator phone and he enter PDP senator phone, we know they hear complain.
Then they talk. No, money matter they bring.
Because when any money when join them together, we know they hear. It be like say na the one wey no join them together. Now we the hungry people, hungry they catch Nkubi, hungry they catch me. Then I go they fight say, hey, me I come from north, he come from east. We go they kill ourselves. Meanwhile, people they alert, they sound pakam, and they do all right. How we the Nigerian people go fit hold government accountable? I mean, this talk when they talk, when they teach us for poor science, it be like say no they applicable to Nigeria. Say sovereignty resides with the people and all the powers emanating thereof. It be like say that principle no they work for Nigeria.
Yeah, you see, democracy was not our culture. We inherited it, and we're gearing towards perfection. You see, if you look back, we have just started enjoying uninterrupted democracy since 1999. This is the 17th year. If you look at the history of Nigeria, with the constant intervention of the military, it has really drawn us back. And some of these things are the things you see in a democratic, evolving society like Nigeria. We are still gearing towards perfection. And when you look at the three arms of government working hand in hand, doing their constitutional responsibility of checkmating each other, we gear towards perfection. Some of these issues are the natural consequence of an evolving democracy. You can't have it perfect at once. You understand? But when you look at the crop of politicians that have hijacked the affairs of this country, at least for the period that this democracy has been uninterrupted, most of them are there to amass wealth. And not really to work. Now, do a comparative political analysis of Nigeria's situation with other countries of the Western world. Yes. You begin to ask yourself, how can an insane man arrogate so much amount of money to himself as allocation, allowance, sitting allowance, this and that? Take a case study of Luxembourg. It's a very small country. What the lawmakers earn is not something you can leave your profession or your job to go and become a lawmaker. So for you to do it, it's more or less like people are begging you. And so also other countries like that.
Oga Kingsley, make we collect our first call because we could not allow Emmanuel make you waka comot. Emmanuel, good evening. Welcome to As the Hot.
Hey, good evening, my people.
We greet you again, Emmanuel.
Emmanuel, good
I
evening.
enjoy this on our program. Oh.
Thank you very much.
I beg you, the only two.
Hey! Okay, Emmanuel, I beg, if you get chance, call us back when we hear your voice. We get Chimobi. Hi, Chimobi self, don't go. I beg, if you want call us, just reduce the volume of your television. Once the call connects, just hit your point. Say, we don't say we're go like salute our Ubunga visitor into the salute on our back. But because we won't take plenty calls, just hit your point, they go straight. We don't hear them. You don't declare, you don't explain them. The matter don't finish. You don't talk and finish. And it's very, very important. Make we as Nigerians now begin to say, now our hand, now in the power day. Sure. And one way when the power day for our hand, not be to wait every 4 years, election time, go and get your PVC, go and get your PVC. We go get PVC, they important. We go vote for election, they important. But what is the most important? Now to participate for the process of government, the day-to-day running of government, we could ask question. I beg you, our senator, what in they happen? House of Reps member, what in they happen? Local government chairman, what in they happen? State governor, what in they happen? If every Nigerian they speak with one voice, we go to see results. Severally, we don't talk about all facility. Say the fact say Babatunde Raji Fashola, 3-in-1 minister, see Ronaldo of ministers. He come from Lagos. The fact say you come from Lagos, he know me say if accident won't happen for road. Based on say the minister for work, he go ask you say, are you from Lagos? Or you come from Katsina, where President Muhammadu Buhari come from, our substantive minister for petroleum. Or you come from Delta, Ibe Kachukwu. You come drive enter filling station, and you say, are you from Delta? You say yes. Are you from Katsina? You say yes. We are going to give you fuel for 30 naira per liter. So far, no, they know where person come from. Those when they suffer together. And if we enjoy, all of us go enjoy together. Anybody don't ever on light ask you whether you vote for APC or PDP before the thing come. So we need to know what they do. We get Nkubi namesake. Victor, that's your real name now, before they give you Cameroon name. Welcome to As the Hot.
Hello?
Good evening, Victor.
Hello, good evening. I'm calling from Gombe.
Okay, will they hear you? Fire on.
Yeah, the problem we are having here in this country is just tribalism and religion. Yes, because we masses of Nigeria, we are just killing ourselves day by day. And these people are there packing in money to their pockets. So before the masses can be able to realize this thing, the time has gone. I pray that time will not be gone for us in Nigeria. That's just my question.
Thank you very, very much, Oga Victor.
Thank you, Mr. Victor.
And that's why I also need to talk. We say, anyway, make we also collect this call before I go talk with our talk. Hello, good evening. Welcome to As the Hot. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, I beg, would they hear you? Talk to us.
Yeah. This one,
Oga Tony.
yeah.
Continue.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, my contribution is in this country. Corruption, not get that stop. And wickedness, not get that stop. Only God will help us. Because even our leaders, none of them, they are not sincere. That is the truth. Even as we speak, I think this afternoon or so, dozens of people, they don't kill them again for them. You see, our lives are so cheap. What's happening? We keep killing people every day. There's dozens. I think today again. So we need to continue. To me, we should forget about all this politicking and first of all, tackle this issue of killing. Because by the time you kill everybody, are you going to lead or rule in vacuum? So the truth is this, to me, nothing matters to me again. All this drama about law, this and that, those things are to me, it has no meaning. What has meaning to me, it is this sanctity of life that is sacrosanct, that is being wasted every day. As we speak, they have killed dozens again. And we are here speaking drama. Nothing matters to me. Look at that people, we should forget any other thing we are talking in our program on Mondays and Thursdays and continue to hammer on these killings until God will hear our prayer through your program.
Oga Tony, thank you very, very much. And at least you don't contribute your own thing. Oga Kingsley, make I join in waiting Tony and Oga Victor talk. And one very major thing I go bring up for that now the issue of say, okay, make we put everything for the hand of God. God. If God don't look us finish, give us sense, say, okay, make una go direct ourselves. I don't give na the resources when I need. Me na just go decide now and make sure say now use the resources when I get. utilize them well. And on our own part, we can't rely on God. Change say we go fix break out of this particular. But before we go to answer them, make we collect this call from Dayo. Dayo, good evening. Welcome to us, the hot.
Yeah, good evening. That could be a day. Hello.
We greet you, Dayo.
Chikudu, I bet no fire could be trouble again.
No problem, Dayo. Now they look for trouble. I don't forgive her.
Help me. Who are you to forgive me? What
I actually want to talk about this problem. You see, when it comes to politics in Nigeria, we are being divided around religious and ethnicity.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the leaders at the top, as in like few weeks back, we see where the Senate president was congratulating PDP chairman. I thought people, the youth of this country would have realized that these people are the top class there. They are one. They have nothing to do with us at the lower class. So I want to urge the youth of this country, they should stop being used for bigotry, because at the top, these people are one. But at the lower strata, seriously, they're feeling it hot. I think, although I was soliciting for the youth to emerge as the leadership role, but with the likes of what Dino Milay and others are playing, I can't even vouch for a youth at this level. But with the likes of that man, I can see. Well,
okay, thank you very much, Ogadayo. In fact, Ogadayo, thank you very much. You don't finish talk on top of this particular matter. Say you identify better young people. Our final caller before we just wrap the conversation with our Ogbonge visitor. Oga Emmanuel, you see that there?
Bless Emmanuel, we don't actually lose that.
I've seen that there. I've seen that there.
Continue.
Okay, me, I just want to throw my own put for ground, come on, because you see where they happen now, they say, very soon we go wake up one morning and I hear say they don't carry Nigeria and go Ghana. We go to be Ghana, we not go be Nigeria again. The waiting me I need now, I want to make all the churches come together, pray for Nigeria. One day go yes, they don't bomb Nigeria. So now waiting me I just get
Thank you very much for this your important contribution. And he be mentioned young people. A lot of people don't talk about new crop of leaders for this country. If we go by the population demographics of Nigeria, now young people plenty pass. What is supposed to be the focus of young people when get the power and the energy to drive this country go the promised land?
Now, we have to sensitize the youth. Political sensitization and creation of awareness. For instance, most people in Lagos here do not even know their representatives in the Federal House of Reps, even their senators. They can manage to tell you the name of their governor. But they have forgotten that they have constitutional responsibility of holding these people responsible. As far as the person is having his 3 square meal, nothing concerns him in politics. Then by leaving it in the hands of the wrong people, there should be that political awareness, especially in the minds of the youth. Because we were told that the youth are the leaders of tomorrow.
Yes.
And it is the same crop of positions you have been seeing from the time of independence till date. You can still see them in the corridors of power. Now, where is the hope of the youth? So that one youth is not exhibiting the characteristics of a good politician we need does not mean that we should the emphasis should still be more on the youth to come and take the center stage. Because when you look at other Western countries where they have younger presidents, younger House of Reps and Senate and all that, their own ideology is always good because the youth constitute the majority of the population. So when you leave it in the hands of old politicians, there is no way they will change their style. It will still be the old game. And you get the same thing the same way again and again. When you are doing a particular thing and you're expecting to get a different result, you will not until you change and do it differently before you begin to experience a different result. But the problem is, how can we break power away from these old politicians to the younger ones?
In fact, this one we don't talk now. The way we don't talk this matter now, and you can't end up with how can we break this power away? You don't put yourself for trouble because it means that we're going to invite you come again.
Definitely.
To come complete that. To enjoy more of these our Ogbonge videos when you just watch, press this button to subscribe on top of our YouTube page. You go love her.